Beneath the cold, still waters of the ocean, orcas move like an organized shadow. The recorded confrontations are not frightening because of the chaos, but because of the predator's control of space and time. There, the terror doesn't come from violence, but from a cold, calculating mind, always one step ahead of its opponent. The great white shark has long been considered a symbol of solitary power in the ocean. A mature individual can be over 18 feet long, weigh over 4,000 pounds, and possess a bite force exceeding 4,000 pounds. It hunts alone, relying on burst speed and surprise attacks. For decades, the image of the great white shark has been associated with absolute power underwater. But with the arrival of orcas, that order changes. Killer whales don't charge head-on. They approach from hidden angles, beyond the shark's natural line of sight. A precise collision is delivered. The shark's body flips over in an instant. Its nervous system goes into a state of temporary immobility. The goal isn't to finish it off immediately. Orcas focus on the shark's liver, a massive source of energy within the prey's body. Once the target is achieved, the approach ends. The outcome is decided very quickly. The great white shark loses its advantage. The orca retreats once it has control of the situation. This confrontation isn't about ferocity. It reflects a familiar law of nature. In the ocean, intelligence and strategy can overcome sheer brute force. Big dolphins are renowned for their speed and agility. Their compact bodies allow them to change direction quickly in the water. Their excellent communication skills enable the entire pod to react almost simultaneously. In brief moments, dolphins can swim nearly 25 miles per hour. Speed is the dolphin's primary advantage. But against orcas, the confrontation isn't about who's faster. It's decided by how space is controlled. Orcas approach silently. They form a wide encirclement formation. One group blocks the front, forcing the pod to swim away. Others close in from the sides. Above the water's surface, an orca leaps high, observing the entire pod from an aerial perspective. From there, escape routes are clearly narrowed. The pressure increases with each passing second. The dolphin pod begins to lose its synchronicity. Just one individual's slowness immediately breaks the balance. In that moment, the attack was swift and precise. It didn't drag on. There was no chaos. The hunt was tightly coordinated. The alpha-female orca took command. Once the target was achieved, the entire orca pack retreated. The outcome was clear. This confrontation demonstrated that, in the ocean, intelligence, organization, and tactics can outweigh individual speed and agility. Large seals often take refuge on ice floes. An adult can weigh around 600 pounds, with a thick layer of blubber to help retain heat in the cold water. On the ice, seals trust the stability of the ice surface and a safe distance. But ice isn't always an absolute refuge. As the water expands around the ice floe, the safe boundary begins to falter. Orcas appear from afar, swimming parallel to each other. They maintain a steady distance, accelerating synchronously without making much noise. Every movement is precisely timed. Suddenly, powerful tail flaps resound. Waves about 5 feet high crash onto the ice floe. The ice surface shakes. The seals lose their balance for a brief moment. Not always successful. Many seals manage to regain their position. But if even one individual slips off the ice, the outcome is decided very quickly. This skill isn't accidental. It's a tactic passed down from generation to generation. Baby orcas learn to coordinate with their mothers during their first 3 to 5 years of life. This hunt isn't about brute strength. It's a combination of experience, coordination, and patience. In the ocean, inherited knowledge is just as valuable as any physical strength. Sea lions are familiar inhabitants of rocky shores and small islands. An adult can weigh from 600 to over 800 pounds and measure about 7 to 8 feet in length at full size. Their compact bodies and strong front fins allow them to climb ashore quickly and maneuver nimbly in shallow water. In groups, they rely on the coastal terrain to maintain a safe distance. For most of the time, this advantage is enough to protect them. The steep rocky shore and narrow passage create a sense of stability. But the sea is not still. When the tide changes, the safe zone begins to shift. Orcas patiently wait for that change. They don't approach immediately. All eyes are on the water level and the rhythm of the waves. When the water level rises sufficiently, an orca darts quickly into the shallow water. The approach was brief, enough to create confusion and disorientation. But this action always carried risks. A single misstep could cause the orca to run aground and be forced to abandon the opportunity. Therefore, not every approach was pursued to the end. This short hunt demonstrates that, in coastal areas, success doesn't come from sheer strength, but from the ability to read the timing and accept the necessary risks. Humpback whales are giant creatures of the ocean. An adult can be 40 to 52 feet long, weigh nearly 88,000 pounds, and move slowly across vast ocean lanes. At that size, they weigh 5 to 6 times as much as an orca. In their adult state, humpback whales are rarely threatened. That stability changes when a calf is present. The instinct to protect their offspring causes the adults to form a defensive circle, keeping the calf safe in the center. Orcas don't confront directly. They divide the pod into smaller groups, taking turns applying sustained pressure. Their sole target is the mother and calf. Orcas wait for the moment the mother whale surfaces to breathe. In that brief instant, the protective circle begins to loosen. When the calf is exhausted, the defensive formation collapses. The orca quickly gained control of the situation. The outcome was clear. The killer whale prevailed and won. This confrontation demonstrates that, in the ocean, intelligence, patience, and group discipline are more important than sheer strength. Antarctica is a frozen land where temperatures frequently drop below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. In this harsh environment, penguins survive thanks to their exceptional adaptability. An adult is about 3 feet tall and weighs nearly 80 pounds. They cannot fly, but can swim at speeds of nearly 20 miles per hour. While resting on the ice, an orca appeared and swam in circles, creating large waves. The ice surface shook, and a frightened individual jumped into the water and dove through a narrow gap. After several escapes, the penguin swam close to a cruise ship and jumped onto the deck for shelter. The orca circled briefly, but did not attack again. This encounter had no clear loser. The orca demonstrated control and patience. The penguin survived thanks to its momentary reflexes. In the midst of a frozen sea, just one timely decision can change destiny. Stingrays typically live near the shallow seabed. Their bodies are flattened with wingspans ranging from 6 to 10 feet, weighing around 200 to 300 pounds, and they move with soft, rhythmic flapping of their wings. Most of the time, stingrays are hidden beneath the sand. Their venomous, spine-like tail is their last line of defense against predators. The orca approaches from behind. Its movements are smooth and almost silent. When it gets close enough, a powerful tail flick creates a large splash of water, momentarily stunning the stingray. There is no killing blow. Orcas neither kill nor eat. They circle, observing the prey's reaction. This is likely a training exercise in hunting skills, a way to control prey without killing it. This encounter clearly demonstrates this. The true strength of the orca lies in its ability to control its instincts, not in its ferocity. Through each documented confrontation, orcas do not appear as chaotic predators. They win through patience, organization, and the ability to read the situation. In the ocean, the species that stands at the top is not the strongest, but the one that best controls its instincts and timing. No other species in the sea displays the power of a group like the orca. They divide their positions, surround and press their prey step by step. Each member of the pack contributes to creating a deadly circle. When the prey is exhausted, the group rushes in like a storm. This is not just a hunt, but a display of solidarity. In the natural world, few can escape this tactic. Killer whales, or orcas, are the apex predators of the North American oceans. They grow up to 30 feet long and weigh about 12,000 pounds, with their striking black and white bodies easily recognizable against the deep blue waves. Orcas live in close-knit family groups called pods, often spanning 3 generations. In pods, individuals coordinate exquisitely, using calls and sonar to navigate, hunt, and communicate. Though powerful predators, orcas do not rely on strength alone. They swim rhythmically, using ocean currents, waves, and even icebergs to aid their strategy. Young individuals observe and learn from their elders, learning how to read the water, choose their timing, and develop their hunting skills. The combination of strength, intelligence, and instinct makes killer whales masters of adaptation. They demonstrate the delicate balance of nature, where every action contributes to the survival and growth of the pod. On the cold shore, a group of sea lion cubs rested, their bodies supple and their eyes bright and alert. They thought they were safe on land, but the killer whales were quietly watching, waiting for their chance. The orcas charged up the beach in unison, a rare and risky tactic. They approached each sea lion, using their strength and teamwork with precision. One sea lion was caught, then another. The orca's movements were not only powerful but also skilled, showing the delicate calculation in each step of the hunt. Such a hunt is about more than just eating to survive. Each orca needs about 3 sea lion cubs a day. During the breeding season, the pod hunts together in a coordinated and continuous manner. It is a testament to the patience, strength, and skill of the ocean's apex predator. The hunt ends with a lesson in strategy, persistence, and superiority in nature. On a small ice floe in Antarctica, a leopard seal is stranded. It is about 10 feet long, weighs nearly 800 pounds, and has distinctive spotted gray skin. The seal is fast and agile, able to swim at speeds of up to 25 miles per hour. It keeps a watchful eye on the ocean, unaware of the orcas silently circling. The killer whales are in no hurry. They swim together, creating waves to shake the ice, trying to get the seal to slip into the water. The seal is agile, sliding back onto the ice, but the orcas are patient, coordinated. Each wave is a carefully calculated tactic. The hunt lasts more than an hour. The seal keeps turning, jumping onto the ice, trying to escape. The orca fought continuously, not only using strength but also teaching each other hunting skills. A strong enough blow could knock the seal off balance or injure it, but it still fought, showing its amazing survival instinct and endurance. Finally, after many coordinated efforts, the iceberg shook and the seal fell into the water. The orca completed their strategy intelligently, patiently, and effectively. This was not just about hunting, but also a lesson in instinct, intelligence, and endurance in the natural world. A great white shark, about 15 feet long and weighing nearly 2,000 pounds, was swimming near the surface. It had a sturdy body, sharp teeth, and shiny gray scales that reflected the sunlight. The shark appeared to be resting but still alert, moving slowly. Below the surface, a pod of killer whales was quietly observing, preparing for a special hunt. The orcas approached from below, taking their time. They circled, assessing the shark's strength and speed. A strong enough impact from below could break the shark's bones. Orcas were smart, always testing the prey's reaction before deciding to attack precisely. As the shark weakens after these test attacks, the killer whales move closer, dragging it underwater. They don't eat the whole body, but focus on the liver, an energy-rich fat source that helps them maintain strength and activity. Each such hunt demonstrates the orca's intelligence, sophisticated tactics, and excellent teamwork. Eventually, the shark no longer has the strength to fight back. The orca completes their strategy effectively. This is not just a hunt, but a lesson in energy, calculation, and exquisite adaptation in the wild. Dolphins are intelligent and agile mammals that typically live in groups called pods. An adult dolphin is about 8 feet long and weighs nearly 300 pounds, with a flexible body, sleek, light gray skin, and a distinctive curved dorsal fin. They are extremely fast swimmers, reaching speeds of up to 25 miles per hour, always alert and observing their surroundings with their eyes and sophisticated echolocation. A killer whale pod spots a dolphin. An orca lunges, delivering a powerful blow that sends the dolphin flying into the air. This blow can stun or injure the dolphin, giving it an advantage in its next moves. The dolphin quickly swims away, turning, jumping in and out of the water, trying to avoid any further blows. The orca is agile, constantly adjusting its direction to lock onto its target. The dolphins gradually tired, but still fought, showing great survival instincts and reflexes throughout the chase. In the frigid Antarctic, penguins are flightless birds that are extremely skilled swimmers. An adult penguin stands about 3 feet tall, weighs nearly 80 pounds, and has distinctive black and white feathers that camouflage it both when swimming and standing on ice. They move quickly in the water, reaching speeds of up to 20 miles per hour, but are quite clumsy on land. In a rare video, a panicked penguin is seen trying to escape a group of killer whales. Orca move in circles, coordinating to corner the prey. The penguin dives, squeezes through small gaps, then pops up to the surface, swimming recklessly around a tourist boat, as if knowing it is their only chance to escape. Suddenly, it jumped onto the boat, escaping the orca's clutches. The killer whales circled patiently, waiting. The hunt ended bloodlessly, but tensely and dramatically, a testament to the penguin's strong survival instinct and the orca's patient, intelligent tactics. In the vast ocean, a mother gray whale swims with her calf. The calf is small, only about 15 feet long, while the mother is up to 40 feet long, weighing dozens of tons. With intense maternal love, the mother whale always swims close to her calf, protecting it from all dangers lurking in the deep water. A pod of killer whales discovered it. They began to move in an organized manner, surrounding and separating the mother and calf. The orca knew that the calf was weaker, an easy target. The chase was tense. Collisions and thrusts were launched continuously. The mother whale fought back fiercely, using her tail to strongly swing to protect her calf. But the orca was too smart. They constantly pressed, separated, and exhausted the mother and calf. As the hours passed, the calf began to weaken and was pulled away from its mother. The tragic ending: the orca won. It was a brutal moment in nature, where the killer whale's survival instincts and sophisticated hunting strategies force even the largest of creatures to submit. Through rare footage, we clearly see that orca is not only a powerful predator, but also a master of tactics. They represent the perfect combination of intelligence and strength, instinct and coordination. Each attack is a testament to incredible adaptability and patience. But above all, orca also reminds us of the fragility of prey and the harshness of nature. Behind the beauty of the ocean always lurks an uncompromising battle for survival. And it is these contrasts that create a wonderful picture of life in the sea.